Hello, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are joining from the world. Welcome to another new video on the review of the mass adoption that took place the following day. My name is Giras Mufo and call Mufo Money in the criminal community and call uh, Chief Member Helper. It's always a privilege for me to have this opportunity to come on the day after the mass adoption and give you highlights of what took place in the mass adoption the previous day. I'm one of the many voices of the criminal community. And as you know, guys, we are doing a whole lot right now in the criminal community. And yesterday was another fantastic day where the admin of TBC ditched out a whole lot. And this whole lot has to be encapsulated in this training and help you to have a review of what took place. This review does not mean you should not go to the mass adoption training, because the mass adoption training runs from Monday to Friday, from on Mondays and on Wednesdays when it is 4 p.m. West and Central African time. You have a one-on-one talk with the creator of the criminal community via Zoom. So the reality is for you to always assist and attend this meeting in order to be able to really get it from the horse's mouth. What we do here is just highlight and particular information that we have picked from what the admin of TBC said to the community yesterday. Talking about what the admin said yesterday, the first thing that the admin talked about yesterday was the member helper area where I will be showing it to you. And the next thing that admin talked upon that was very, very, very important, of which I tie it to this code, is you. And this issue has to do with the best investment you can make is an investment in yourself. The more you learn, the more you will earn. So the reality is that, what? Why am I bringing this quote this morning, which is a quote that is coming from Warren Buffett, the most rich man in the world for certain years right now, is because admin center his teaching on the mass adoption yesterday, of which we received every session is a special teaching on you are going to be the one to run the criminal community. And that is why I'm trying to center this training this morning on that particular post, because it's what is the most important. And we are going to examine a series of different articles which will help you to understand why I'm trying to bring this to investing in yourself is the most important thing that you can do. This tied down to this blog post here, which is the center of the message of yesterday. Who will be in charge of the TBC community? Who? Who? Who is going to run the TBC community? That is the most important question which was answered yesterday. And our training today and the training that admin did yesterday will be running around this particular statement. Who will be in charge of the TBC community? You will be in charge if you are on the rotator. And you being on the rotator, what does it mean? Read all about it in the PDF guide TBC Mass Adoption and Rotator, and you will hold and use the TBC Treasury. So I will take you to that guide, and we're going to read that guide, and you're going to understand what it means to be the person in charge of the TBC community. So you see that this proverb that I brought, or this saying that I brought, the best investment you can make is in yourself, is in line with what we have right here. So this was the core of the message yesterday, as an admin encapsulated it in different areas, explaining what we need to be doing right now in the criminal community, and went right down to say if we are to take his position, we need to have the capabilities. And who is an economic developer? Economic developer is what the admin focused on and came back to say we are an, let's go back, an eco So admin came out to finalize this with this word economic developer. Are you an economic developer? An economic developer is responsible for planning, designing, implementing economic development strategy, as well as acting as a key liaison between public and private sector and the community. So this is what we are focused on right now, that you are an economic developer. So, do you accept your title as economic developer, or why should we talk about economic developer in the criminal community? We are going to really understand that in this training, or what is the casket of every division is the casket of economic developer. So, we need to do everything in our person to really respect this power of economic developer. So, guys, let's look at the content of what admin tried to share with the community yesterday. And the ending maxim for yesterday meeting was, I'm going to invest in myself to fulfill my divine purpose here on earth. I'm going to invest in myself to fulfill my divine purpose here on earth. So the best investment you can make is in yourself. Okay, those were for the headlines, and let's go into the substance and get what admin means by investing in yourself and being an economic developer as your title in the criminal community. So admin started yesterday by taking us back to show us, we are going to come back to this area, the member helpers. So you have this area, the member helpers. The member helpers team has been promoted to another level, meaning that any issue that has to do with you having an issue, you have this which is on right now, and you can come to click on these people like this, and you get to contact them. Yeah, they are. This person speak English and French. Here is his Facebook. Here is his Skype. Here is Telegram, and his username. So you can get to these people and talk with them, and they hold you hand in hand, and they take you on a Zoom call. And we have another new area which has been added, which we call the live support. The live support is also there, as I'm the chief member helper. This is the live support. You can also contact us online, and we can get you on this live support, and we chat with you and let you know what we are doing, and we can take you back to our Zoom and let you present what you have as difficulty, and we help you out. So these are some of the great innovations. So once you click on live support, there is live support there. Once you click on live support, you will have somebody that is going to attend to you. So here you can select your department. And if you see a department that is online, you see I'm online, you see a department that is online, you can click on that department, and you send your information, or you can click on start chat now, and the person will start chatting with you, and you will get directives on what you want, and equally solutions are going to be brought up for the issue you're having. So you have this live chat that is there. You have the member helper area that you should pick the person that you think that you can work with. There are 15 in number. Some are still coming up. They are still undertaking their training. Once their training will finish, they are going to upload their pictures, and they will show up here. So you pick the person that you think can help you, and you get in contact, or you come to the live support, and the live support is going to look at your problem and give you the solution. These people have all what it takes to help you, and they are there 24 hours and 7 hours a week. So this is not also a time to take your problem to the mass adoption training, because us on the mass adoption training, the admin of TBC will not have time to uh, look at what you're saying, because these are technical issues, and technical issues are handled by the members who are already well seated into the system, that are called member helpers, and can easily resolve or take your problem to the quarters that be, so that you can have a quick and rapid solution to what you intended to have. So this is what you should be doing right now. No more taking of problems to the mass adoption. So after saying that, admin asked Carl, who was the host of yesterday, Carl, do you want me to tell you the most important thing in the world or the most important business in the world? Are you ready to get the treasury of TBC? At somewhere in the future, I'm going to flip the treasury of TBC back to you. But are you ready? Do you have what it takes to cater and run the TBC community? This all fall back to what? If you are ready, it means that you need to invest in yourself. And investing in yourself, according to understanding of admin, means that you need to have the qualities of somebody that can run a business. And talking about somebody that can run a business, the reality is that most people are coming new into the Kringle community and they have forgotten that we in the Kringle community, we are talking about different teams. And talking about these different teams, before talking about the rotator, let me take you to the mature structure of the TBC community. Because you being the one to run the TBC community, you need to have the capabilities, you need to have the capacity, and you need to belong to the position of the people that are to run the Kringle community. So coming right down here, we are going to see what the Kringle structure, the future Kringle community structure looks like, and why the admin is saying you are the one to run the Kringle community. Looking at the mature TBC community structure here, we come to understand that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have right here we have 11,111. So right from the fourth slide, right here, we have people that are in the team that we call the core team. So the members of the core team have been picked from 10,000 right down to the first person. And if you look at the community structure in the criminal back office, you're going to see that these people are the people that are on the top position of the criminal community, and this is part of the rotator team. So, guys, watch what I'm explaining. And talking about the replacement team and the rotator team, we are going to have them right in here at the 10,000. So the rotator, the backup team is 5,000, and 95,000 is reserved for the rotator team. If you quite remember, your memory is quite fresh, we go back to the structure that we have in the core team. You're going to understand more detail, because last week when I was explaining the triple match for triple pay, the admin made mention of a team which is called the billionaire team, but of which, as we have been talking about team, there has not been this team. So we know that the first team, which is in the structure of the billionaire team, we have the core team, which is made up of 11,111 that are already full. You see that these are the five elements, or the five ones that I showed you on the other side. Now coming right down here, we have the backup team, which is made up of 5,000 that are already full, which we talked about in the other area. And coming here, we have the uh, the replacement team, which is called the rotator team. And this rotator team will make up the limit of 95,000. And any other person that is coming after this structure that I just presented to you will belong to the billionaire team. And belonging to the billionaire team, the rotator 111,111 are the ones to run the criminal community, because that is what was said before as far as the rotator is concerned. So right here, as we are talking, everyone that is going to come here is the billionaire zone. These people in the billionaire zone are the billionaire team. But these people that are making up this area, which are separated into three different groups, are the ones to run the criminal community. And these people that are coming here, admin mentioned something yesterday that is particular to these people. The billionaire team gets 0 TBC a month. So these people, for them to have TBC a month, they will need to recruit this billionaire team. They will need to recruit. So recruiting will give them the opportunity to have TBC. But for these people that are here split into three teams, we have the core team that receive 200 TBC every month. We have the backup team that receive 100 TBC every month, and the 95,000 that is left of the rotator team will receive 50 TBC every month. And any person that is coming after this, which belong to the billionaire team, as we will call it, they are going to need they are going to receive 0 TBC, guys. I mean 0 TBC according to the words of admin. So they need to recruit in order to get TBC. And admin said something of this sort will be around 1% equals to 5 TBC coins. They will have to recruit to get TBC coins. So the people of the billionaire team are going to recruit to have TBC coins. So the other teams don't need to recruit to have the coins and the special offer. You quite remember that these teams are going to be receiving respectively their KLUV match, the quantity of TBC that they have in their wallet come January 2023. So the reality is we shall have this rotator team on, and the rotator team is going to be receiving 50 TBC a month. End of easy coins offer at the rotator team filling. So once the rotator team is full of the 95,000 people that we just talked about, that will be the ending of having free TBC. So if you have people that you wanted to come or you're still inviting them, tell them that this is the best time to get on board the TBC community and get a good position on the rotator, because once the 95,000 positions of the rotator are filled, no more free TBC. You will need to recruit before you have TBC. So those were the exact words of admin as he went about explaining the position that we are having in the criminal community. Everyone that comes after that, we need to recruit to have TBC. Recruiting shouldn't be something that is difficult to be done. Recruiting should be something that excuse me, guys. I take a sip of tea. Recruiting should be something that you get to do. It should not be something that you have to do. I'm talking about something that you get to do is you need to double your capacity. You need to sit up. You need to be busy. You need to get yourself in action, because you have the potency, you have the power, you have the strength, and you have what it takes to do that. And that is why Amin was saying that what once the rotator team is full, is here 111,111 members that meet the monthly requirement will be placed on the rotator. There is only one requirement today to get on the rotator, and that is it. And the calculation in this, once we reach 10 million members, the the program fee will be fully back to the rotator team. So once the rotating team is full, all the program fee that is paid are going to be sent back to the people running the rotator team. And the title of these people that will be running the rotator team, of which we need to encapsulate and go out there to talk to people, is economic developer. Are you an economic developer? If you're an economic developer, then you merit to be the one to run the TBC community. So the TBC community is for economic developers, and economic developers are people that are busy. They are busy doing what? They are busy investing in themselves. They are busy learning what it takes. They are busy recruiting. They are busy negotiating with all the different businesses out there to bring them on board the TBC community. You need to do something productive Stop being yourself. You need to use the energy, use the strength that you have. So economic developer is the title you need to have right now. So we need all kind of services to be brought on board the Congo community, and recruiting different services out there is what is important. Don't say I will create my business or whatever. Let's first of all bring all the businesses around you. Is it a mechanic? Is it a tailoring shop? Is it a hairdresser? Is it a barber? Is it a baker? Is it what can I say? A medical practitioner, a lawyer. Let's bring everybody on board. As everyone comes on board, that is when we will let all of us flip from the ordinary money and use the new smart money, which is the Kringle coin, and it will give us the opportunity to have an economy. Building an economy entails touching all the aspects of the economy, and this is it that is well spread out here. If you want, we can read this message that is right here, which really explains what the rotator team is going to be having. And so, you being the member of the rotator, please, guys, let's go out there and do something great and make things to work out for us. And Ami went on to say that, what will you say tomorrow when you go back to your creator? Ami was saying that, were you busy enough? Because a conversation with God, it will permit God to ask you, what did you do with the 24 hours that I give you every day? What did you do with all the opportunities that I gave you? Were you busy just taking care only of your family, your wife, your children, and that was all? You can do more. Each of us came here to do something better that only you can do it. You have something different to offer. Is it only the two people that are brought into TBC that is enough? You can turn the lives of your community. You can change the state of being of that poverty, stinking environment of which you generations upon generations have lived in. You can make the dreams of the people of your environment come true, because you are that unique person that is to make that to come true. So you need to not use your status of economic developer and sit on it and say, this is what I can do. I can only do this. I cannot go more than this. I can only be able to do this. No, you have the potentials to do more. You have the potentials to do something that is productive with your time. You have the potentials to invest more in yourself, because this gives you the opportunity to be the person that can go an extra mile. TBC is here to empower you, to give you the massive resources that you need to raise that God-given yearn that is in you to permit others to benefit from. Is this all you can do? Two people that you're brought into 2BC, is that all you can do? 10 people you are brought and they are not even paying, is that all you can do? We have the bounty business that is there, that is putting money in people's pocket on daily basis. Can you just have only two people active? They say you should recruit the whole services around you, people around you that are doing massive things, so that we should have a big growing community. So we need to raise this economy by using the resources we have and making everyone around us to know that we can live in a better world. And living in a better world is using all that we have around us. So looking at the maturity structure of TBC, we have come to understand that the rotator team are the ones to be receiving the payment that admin will be collecting. Can admin alone receive over 3 or 30 billions alone from the activation fees that is coming to the community? That is the question he asked. He alone cannot get that. Why? Because it's too much for him. So he knows that what a community of 10 million people must be managed by a great number of people, and that is the number of people are the people here are the people of the core team. And that is why he asked this question, which is very, very, very important to everyone that is in the Congo community. Position yourself now to hold the treasury of TBC. And positioning yourself now is becoming an active member of the Kringle community. Being an active member now, you will receive 50 TBC, of which when that door will be closed, you will have never that opportunity to run the TBC. You will be the one if you are on the rotator team. And the rotator team I've explained to you. The rotator team are the people, 11,111 people that will be running the criminal community. And we have already filled the first part that has been split up into team, which you have the core team, the replacement team, and now we are filling the last part, which is the rotator team of 95,000 people, of which you are over 2,000 people right now as I'm talking. So would you lose this opportunity? Will you stand by and let things go just like that because you are doubting yourself? You have that potency, you have that status, and your status is what? Economic developer. And I tried here to let us define who is an economic developer. You get that is somebody that interact in all spheres of the society and make people to really live a life that is full of abundance and prosperity. You are the best of investment opportunity on ever on earth. You investing in yourself, learning how to speak, learning how to negotiate, learning how to communicate, learning how to motivate and permit people to change their state of mind and move and shift from the place of which they are to a different place. If you know how important it is to recruit and let people come upon a new system, is a lifetime skill that will lead you into doing anything you can never imagine in yourself. So look at you and know that it is a skill that you get to do it, you get to recruit, not you have to, because you came here on earth to interact, you came here on earth to give something special, and you came here on earth to make people to understand that what is important for them is what they need to be doing and not what others are telling them. So step up and stand up and do great things for yourself. The reality is on your side as we pull along. So these are some of the great words that the admin of TBC ended the training yesterday with. I cannot say it more better than him, but the way I understood it, I tried as much as possible to put it back to you, the manner in which you yourself will also understand. So my status today in the Kringle community is economic developer. I need to go out. The numbers that I have behind me is not sufficient. I need to talk to people of all walks of life. We need to bring all of them on board. And from there, now we are the ones to run the TBC community. Are you ready to be running the TBC community? Do you think that you have the status? All of us have the status. So I'm going to end with this ending closing statement that the admin ends the meeting yesterday with. I'm going to invest in me to fulfill my divine purpose here on earth. Are you investing in yourself? Think about that the whole of this day. As you listen to this message, share it, like it, and permit all other divisions to be on board as we pull along with this great vision of a mind-blowing people with abundance and prosperity for all. Thank you to have tuned in. And guys, share, like, and make others to know what we are doing as we pull along with the mission of the Kluv community. Thank you very much and see you another edition. Bye-bye.